Welcome back to the stream on another enthusing day. I'm not the authority unless you place me in charge and tell me I'm the authority. Do not claim to know, be, exude anything that is separate to what you already know. The fear of those surrounding you prevents them from talking. And when they do talk, it is a false egoic hive mind, because apparently information is very confronting and people don't want to talk about the information. They just want to make judgments and talk about each other and say, you need to do that, you need to do that, you need to change that, you need to correct that. Correction and change is, and it's always occurring, and it will always occur around us. Within is where we go for the answers. So when we go within, interpersonally, we can talk about those things within. So we can talk about our emotions, and that's how we heal. As soon as somebody starts talking about anything apart from that, so externalities, or they're talking about your past, or they're talking about ideas which pertain to false knowledge or a paradigm, let me shift it. False knowledge could be true knowledge to one, true knowledge could be false knowledge to another. So let's bring ourselves to the center and humble ourselves, meditate and do some yoga. That's what I'll say. Don't worry. Some people will think that's woo-woo shit. Good. Maybe it is. So then what? Where are we going? How are we going there? What are we doing? How are we doing it? The root of consumption, let's flip it. We do not need anything. We are already complete. So then we realize, we are God, we are complete. There's no hunger, there's no lack of resources, there's no lack of money. If you stay in close reach with your breath, if you are consciously aware of your breath, and you are able to interact, manifest, guide yourself to a state of omnipotence, omnipresence, and just strength and solitude, or within an environment where you need to be outwardly protruding, so your voice needs to be louder, or you need to be a representative of a group or a collective, well then you can and you will do that, and you can and you will achieve that. I'll help you do it. I'll help you get there. Because you know what? I am on the path of knowledge, true knowledge. I am learning, and I'm giving service, I'm giving my information, and I won't stop, and I'm motivated for you. And if your motivation goes down, and if you don't want to do anything, then that's perfectly fine as well, because you know what? We need our rest. And while we're resting, we want to make sure that our reality is progressively, or rather inclined to be balanced, so we can sustain ourselves. Because if we're not progressing, then we could be just balanced. We don't need to always think about the opposite, so it's not about regression or progression. It's just about being calm, being able, and being level-headed. What's that? What's the head? Dome, mind. Look up. The sun. Oop. Layers, protection, spectrum. Let's block out negative energy. Let's block out blue light. Let us subdue causality and provocation of the hive mind. Let us evoke emotional and correct. Let us evoke correct communication. What is that? It's putting yourself in a position to make the communication and not worrying about how it might impact your reality or your mind, Because those very interactions are what's going to keep you within that reality and matrix. So yeah, we're basically glitching and hacking the matrix all the time because we're within reach and then we're not. And then how can we go back within reach if we don't have the charge? Well, this is a device, the one that you're peering through towards. It's a portal, so now you've come into my reality. But if I take this away from my reality, have I taken you away from me? Well, no. If you have the awareness and the knowledge and the information as to where I am, then you can find me and you can communicate with me. But that is something that is greater or grander, because that imparts decision-making or will, consciousness. So that is the collective, and that's how I know. And that's how I can connect to you in outreach. And I'm not going to ask you to. I don't even care if you don't want to know me, because I'm like you, and I'm a reflection of you. So what we're doing, what I'm doing in this, for you, to you, for me, to me, I am shedding false ego. I'm really harnessing all and every bit of atom, the beginning, the end, everything, because I want you to be happy, healthy, and strong, and I want us to be able to help each other, teach each other that which makes us humble and able and progressively inclined to reach old age. Whatever, you know? Some people say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Other people say, I'm here for not many people say, I'm here for a long time, not a good time. I'm just here. You're just here. Time is an illusion. There's no good or bad. And this is the information that everyone's scared of. So go figure. Do what the fuck you want. Comment, share, like, subscribe. Suck my fucking dick.